Welcome to Valentine, Nebraska.
The Heart City.
Loves it. I think she actually adapted better than I did when we moved back.
Casey's for pizza. Cheers. Too hungry to make any food, so just gonna bought some coffee, got some gas, eating some pizza, and then hitting the road.
That's a cool building. Veterans Memorial. City Hall. That's your True Value store. This is a nice, thriving downtown. I know, I see that. Look at that. How cool. It's got a train. That's super neat. Neat old architecture. Wow. Uh-oh. You got a Western store. People are wearing cowboy hats outside. I love that.
Well, we made it to Valentine, Nebraska.
Take a look. The Heart City.
You've been interested in this Nebraska place for a long time. We've been looking at it as a kind of a stopover. We're finally here.
I don't know, I've just been curious about it. I mean, when something is named Valentine, it's got to be good, right?
Well, you
Especially
would
when
think so.
you're right on the cusp of Valentine's Day. I think
Yeah.
it's going to be a fun little spot. Maybe we should go into the visitor center and see what they have to say.
Yeah, maybe they have some hearts to give out.
Oh,
Valentine's Day is coming up.
you're covering the heart right now.
Oh.
I'm gonna open it up. There. See the heart?
See the heart.
Yay!
My name is Regina Osborne.
Okay.
Yep, and I've been here since 2019, so as the tourism director.
Awesome.
So this is our yearly magazine. We put one out every year. So
Yep.
this is the 2024 version.
Awesome.
If you guys have never been here before, we're really well known for the Niobrara River.
Okay.
Tens of thousands of people come and float the river every year.
Oh, fun.
It is a family-friendly river. Most of the river is about waist deep.
Yeah.
No real
Danger.
No real danger. I mean, there are channels.
Just a fun
you
float.
have to be super careful, but you can tube, canoe, kayak, or tank.
Tank, what's that?
So tanking is like a big stock tank that
Oh,
you go down in, and you
how
can put
fun is that?
chairs or a picnic table inside there. We do. So the Niobrara River is about, don't quote me, 72 miles of scenic designation. So it's the Niobrara National Scenic River.
Okay.
It's one of, I believe, 9 different scenic rivers. And so on the Niobrara River, just off of it, is Smith Falls. This is a winter
Oh, pretty.
scene of it. It is the highest waterfall in Nebraska. So it's just shy of 70 feet.
Wow.
It is on Smith Falls State Park. And there are probably 200 different waterfalls
Wow.
along the Niobrara corridor. That is one of 3 major waterfalls that we have. We've got Smith Falls, Fort Falls, which is on the Fort Niobrara Wildlife Refuge, which is just about 5 miles outside of town. And then Snake River Falls is on the Snake River, which isn't the same as
This is the Idaho and
Yeah.
Wyoming one.
not the same one. It is spring-fed through Nebraska, and then it comes into Merritt Reservoir, which is a man-made reservoir, just about 26 miles south of town. We applied for a designation with International Dark Sky, and so we're the 200th International Dark Sky designation.
Oh gosh.
So we're Dark Sky Park out there. There's a portion of Merritt Reservoir that is designated, and we're the first in Nebraska.
That's awesome.
The Niobrara Valley corridor is now designated as of last year as the very first quiet trail. I was going to say quiet park, but it's a quiet trail. The first in the Northern Hemisphere, the second in the world.
Well, look at you guys go.
I know, right? We're very busy. And,
That's awesome.
And we're becoming a really big area for golf, which seems weird because we're right out here in the middle of nowhere, but we've got some top 50 and top 100 golf courses.
Huh.
But ice fishing, we just got done with a really big ice fishing tournament. So there's some pretty phenomenal waters for fishing and hunting and that. So, but these are some of the cliffs.
Oh, beautiful.
So,
Wow, it's like
and that's
red
all,
rock.
Yeah, that's all spring water that comes down. You can hear it trickling. And in the wintertime, that all freezes. And they used to have some pretty climbers that would come out, but the liability now with the landowners and stuff, it becomes a little bit more of an issue. But there's some falls along the way as you're floating. So right here are the tubers. They connect all their tubes together. So you can see how gentle flowing it is.
Look at our little present we got. That was awesome. What a great visit.
It was fun.
I got a lot here. See, I
There's
told you
a ton
this
of
was
stuff
like
here.
I could just tell that this was just so much fun things to do here. So
Yeah, you can't just swing through. I think you need to
take
stay.
some time.
Yeah.
Sounds like almost a week you need, at least.
Yeah, and there's a lot of places that were probably an hour or so drive that sound awesome.
They do.
Like to see that railroad bridge.
Yes.
And the dark sky thing would be really cool
That'd be
to
really
experience.
neat. Yep.
So, yeah, Valentine, Nebraska. Who would have thunk?
I thunk a long time ago. We are on a hunt for the heart mural. And it's right past the bank here, I think, on the corner.
See it now. Can't really get in there.
Yep, you can get in right there. We're parking. All right.
Will you be my Valentine?
Yes. Maybe kind of an envelope.
Mm-hmm. You see the proof that we paid. No. I don't know. I just threw $5 away. I don't know if this is the camp spot, but we're gonna claim it as, since we're the only people here. This is somewhat on pavement, out of the mud, and pretty nice. Valentine City Park campground. There's a creek over there. I don't know how many camp spots they have here. A few, maybe 8 or 9. A lot of picnic areas and probably some tent camping all the way down there. Lots of playground equipment and lots of snow. And over there is the creek. A couple little bridges here too. Pedestrian bridge over there for disc golf. Man.
So here's mine. There's yours.
Man, you've been eating yours fast.
My finger got in the way again. Always does. Mine's getting kind of borderline soggy because we're sitting here messing around.
Stop messing around. Eat your cereal.
And then who drinks out of their bowl the leftover milk? Raise your hand.
Yeah, I guess so. If there's any left over.
That's so fun. I love cereal. the city of Valentine Park. It's on the north edge of town. And this is where we spent the night. And they've got some nice camp spots, but it's mostly tent camping, I think. There's not a lot of places for you to pull in. There's some down by the river, at least that we can determine here in the winter, but kind of a cool spot. We've seen a lot of people bringing their kids down here to play, walk their dogs. You're right on the edge of the bluffs here, which is kind of cool, or sand hills, or whatever they call them here. And we've got shelter house, and they do have bathrooms, but they are locked up for the season, so we couldn't use them. There's even a shower house here. But yeah, so you get all these little hills around you, so you're kind of nestled in here. Nice little stay. $5 for camping. When I mean nestled, you're nestled down in here. This is a pretty good steep decline coming in here. If you are pulling in some big rigs, I'm not sure where you would park here. Pull-off sites down by the river aren't huge, but I'm sure people try. It's paved. No hookups or anything, no dump station, nothing like that.
Trying to get that epic footage, risking her life, falling into freezing cold waters. Vegas historic bridge. Well, hi.
Hi.
We are in Valentine, Nebraska.
Yeah.
And we've been checking out all the different things and the sites. We camped last night at the city campground park, and let's walk around town.
Yeah.
Let's see what's here in Nebraska.
Lots to do.
Happy Valentine Day.
Yay.
Let's take a walk. Can't really see them down here. Wow, these are incredible murals. They're not paintings, they're like sculptures. Locomotive, pioneers coming in, coyote howling, some bison. Stone, isn't it? It's carved into brick.
How did they do
Amazing.
this?
I don't know.
Wow.
Even now, engineering the locomotive.
Oh my word. That guy over here too, crazy.
He's the fireman. That's why he's not happy.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? And the steers up on top are all done that same way too. So what's the name of your store?
So I have our store here in Valentine, Nebraska, Broken Spoke Boutique, and we are a women's clothing boutique. We also offer children's clothing, a lot of other handmade, unique, artisan-made products that are unique to our area, Nebraska, and to our town as well.
Cool. So your name is?
Whitney.
And
I'm Phil.
And Phil. And tell us why people should come and visit your town here in Valentine, Nebraska.
Well, Valentine, one of the things that I have always loved when I would come to visit before we moved out here was the Midwest nice. It is definitely a thing. The people are so welcoming and friendly out here. But also one of the things is the beauty. I have never seen anything like the Sandhills. The first time we came to visit here, I could not believe how beautiful it was and how you could just see for miles and miles with the beautiful rolling hills. And in that, it brings such a peacefulness out here. You get really used to that small town living. Honestly, now I get anxious when we are in the big cities, but it's just a beautiful, peaceful place. There's a lot of beautiful nature activities you can do that you can't do in the city. So it brings you kind of back, is how I feel like is a good way of saying it, to more of a simple time. Without a lot of the stress, the hustle and bustle. We even have places where people can go and stay, and you get no cell service. So like you
People
really
love
are
it.
disconnected.
They-
Yeah.
When they leave at the end of their stay there, they will actually book for the next year because they just love it so much. So
Yeah.
it's kind of neat.
Awesome. So you're from...
I was born and raised here in Valentine, and I moved away to South Carolina, which is where she's from. And, you know, I always say dragged her back kicking and screaming, but she actually kind of had the idea first, so.
Sounds like she's become the spokesperson for your hometown
she
now.
is. She loves it. I think she actually adapted better than I did when we moved back because I didn't like the snow. That's one of the reasons that I moved to South Carolina, but She really, adapted well, and
Yeah.
and she'll be outside when it's 0 degrees outside without a jacket on. She's like, oh, I'm just gonna be outside for a second.
It is. It's definitely an adjustment from the South, but I will say, yeah, the weather is completely different compared to your southern winters and your dry Midwest winters.
But you can, with it being so flat, you can see the storms rolling in, which is neat. You can see sunsets, you can see sunrises, and kind of miss that in the city when we were there. So it's kind of it's neat. It's beautiful.
And the beautiful stars at night too.
Yeah,
That was one of the first things when we came to visit and meet his family when I came.
The first time she saw the Milky Way, she looked up there. She says, "You can actually see the Milky Way, like
Yeah.
straight down the sky."
So definitely an experience for sure.
What do we got there, Chef?
Ham and cheese on some sort of bun. Hard boiled egg, and I don't know, another sausage and cheese little half bagel.
Little slammer.
Yep.
Hard boiled eggs.
You don't have to eat it right now if you want to save it for later.
Okay.
But it's made.
Yum. I'm ready for lunch. Hungry.
I'm ready for the egg.
Okay. We're gonna eat lunch.
See you.
Bye. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Perfectly done. Big rattlesnake down there. I'm assuming that's a rattlesnake.
Hognose snake.
Hognose. Is that an old bison?
5 years.
5 years. I was wondering about the discoloration in the fur. Is that normal, or is that just what happens when they age?
So, yeah. I mean,
That means he's mad. Did you feel that? Of course.
Yeah, I figured it might be interesting.
Over.
Small next to a bison.
The only time you can get a selfie next to a bison is when they're stuffed.
Visitor center.
More of the buffalo.
Bison.
Bison.
This is where the rest of the herd is.
That's what I heard.
Isn't that cool? Not many. Not like back home where they have. Don't you think at home? There might be more too here that we just don't see. But
I'm surprised they were here because they said you could go out to that observation spot and you might be able to see some way out because they don't come up close to the road right away. But you can't get them any closer to the road than that.
no, not at all.
You know, and not mess with them.
What keeps them in? You got the bison.
Yep.
Back home we use them for cows, but here they use them for bison. Really worth the time here, that's for darn sure. This is Nebraska. How cool is that? How beautiful. I am awestruck. Only the Niagara border.
This is crazy.
I love it.
I know. Nebraska is very surprising. I am like totally surprised. This is a cool area. Valentine, Nebraska area. We're at a wildlife refuge. We just drove like about 10 feet away from a bison bull with the horns and everything. That was crazy.
You feel like you're up north here, like up in California. You've got
Yeah.
the long long needled pines and the pine cones and
For Arizona, like in Flagstaff.
yeah.
Smell that pine in the air. It's just,
You're up at about 2,600 elevation here, which for Nebraska, you think it's flat.
Yeah.
It's so not in this part of the state. It's beautiful.
yeah, we're totally surprised and in awe. Like you said, this is incredible. And the falls over there that are frozen.
Yeah, it looks like something out of Yellowstone. It really does, like some majestic thing like that where, you know, I've lived in the Midwest almost my entire life, and I never knew Nebraska had this. I never knew that Kansas had this stuff. Like everybody else, we would always just zoom past these states and just get out west.
Right.
There is stuff here to see and to take your time. Really look at the map and look at all the wildlife refuges and stuff like that on the map, and just go look at them, because you're going to be shocked at some of these.
Yeah, it's you don't expect it to see this and experience this, because everybody thinks Nebraska and Kansas, nothing but cornfields and things like that. But man, very surprised.
Beautiful blue sky, just like Colorado here today.
And the other thing is, it's the 1st of February. We're supposed to be in winter. There is some
little bit of
snow on
snow.
the ground. But
Not bad at all.
other than that, not bad.
Record-breaking February 1st, I think. Beautiful. See for miles. Well, golly gee.
Well, what a way to end our trip to Valentine, Nebraska, with a close-up encounter of a bison.
Yeah, I love that. What a beautiful area. We can't speak highly enough of the Valentine area. They really do have something for everybody, and it sounds like summer and the warm months are the peak time here,
Yeah, a lot
with all
of
the floating down the river and
recreation.
canoeing and all that kind of stuff. But winter's not a bad thing either. I mean, we
No.
didn't see a soul on this road going out to the overlook, and gosh, that was kind of nice. So
Awesome.
just depends on what kind of thing you like, what kind of travel you like, but definitely something here for everybody. Some cute little shops downtown, and we didn't even hit all of it. They actually have a passport that you can get a stamp at everything and really see Valentine proper. But Valentine's weekend, they have what is that, the Buffalo Bash?
Yeah.
Where they bring all the buffalo down, or what is it?
The steers and
steers
things
and
come
stuff.
through Main Street downtown, which has got to be something to see. If you want the Old West, that's it. Around here, there's a lot of cattle industry and the livestock markets and auctions and stuff. So it's such a blend of outdoor natural resources, kind of getting out in nature, and the
Ranch life and
American ranch life and farming life, and recreation is could be either one. If you like watching cowboys,
I do. They're
come
fun.
on out.
It smells like money in town too.
Yeah, it does.
They've got to feed the livestock auction there too, so kind of fun to see this different way of life here and enjoy it. Come on down to this area, or come through this area for sure, and I think we'll just kind of leave it at that.
Yeah, we've enjoyed our stay here, and I'm sure you would too. So we're gonna wrap it up and head on back up towards home base.
Sounds good. Thank you for watching. Please
Yes.
subscribe and like and share if you could. Comment below. Tell us if you're surprised at what Nebraska has to offer. And in
Yeah.
the meantime,
A good day in the van,
is always a good day.
or an any day in the van.
Take two,
Any,
take three.
remember, any day in the van
Is a good day.
Thanks for watching and subscribing.
Thank you. Bye.